I think it's just be honest, be true, right? Do something real. Don't try and force something that's not.
Walking the lines. WAAAM 2023 looking pretty dang good. Like the interstate, that's pretty cool. Nice. A whole line of air coups. Kind of mentioned on the flight in at Jamesgood. If you haven't checked his channel out, definitely do so. He's got 94805. I met him 4 years ago at this event, and his YouTube channel has blown up since then. So here's Dennis's air coupe. He's from the same field that I'm at. And then we have one that looks like it might have a mini mite tail on it, converted air coupe. And back there, the pretty shiny one's James's air coupe. We'll walk around there in a second, take a look. Nice J5. We got a couple over on this side of the field. Beautiful T6. He's been cleaning all day. I wonder if he's for hire. He'd come clean my airplane too when he's done. But sir, are you for hire?
Sure.
Anything for money, right?
Yeah.
You got to fill up the fuel tanks on this. Beautiful bird. You got a nice Navy bird dog back here. It's one of my favorites as well. And this thing is very pretty. Got a few on the field. And there's another bird dog, the Air Force version of it, L19. Here's the backside of the T6.
Want to wear your hat, dude? You want me to carry your hat?
Love the L19. This is Jamesgood's aircraft. Go check his channel out. He's definitely got a lot going on there. He vlogs all over the place with him and his wife and his son. And he's out of Nevada County.
Grass Valley.
Grass Valley. Yep. In fact, James, got a minute?
Sure.
So,
hello.
This is James. I'll take, maybe I should put the hat on it. We're gonna,
It's okay.
You're gonna get burned. But Jamesgood's channel, it's just your name, right?
ercoupetv I call it, but yes, I think you'll find it with my name.
Okay.
Yeah.
I met James, like I said, 4 years ago at this event. He was kind enough to let us sit in his air coupe, see if I could actually get in and out of the thing. I don't know if you remember, when we first met, you had just started your YouTube channel.
Right, yeah.
And we're just getting to the point of monetizing. And since then, you have totally increased your subscribership. Do you have Patreon as well?
It's quite surprising. I did that for a little while because YouTube decided to stop monetizing, and people were like, we want to support you. So yeah, very kindly they did.
Awesome. So go check out his channel. I've seen him go from here to Oshkosh. I've seen him go to Amboy and
That's
a couple others.
Yeah. Up here, I think I've got one up here with Andrew and the Stearman and Brent with the Luscombe. Yeah,
well, when you left 4 years ago, that storm was coming in. You and another air coupe guy left, and you guys were flying more sideways than you were going forward.
We got out just before that huge storm.
Right.
Yeah, we camped down at Madras in relative safety and watched the fireworks over here, the lightning storm.
I was a little worried. I saw you guys leave. I was waiting in line for dinner. I'm going, man, I hope when you turn down when you're
we were lucky. You
were cooking it. But what's your favorite place that you've gone so far?
You know, it's not necessarily the destinations, it's that journey, right?
Sure,
That's
sure,
why
sure.
I love Oshkosh, because it's such a long, and you never know quite where you're going to end up at the end of the day. You know, which airport am I going to be at? I don't know.
Right.
It's the weather and fuel and everything determines that. So
Well,
Oshkosh is amazing.
How was Death Valley when you went through there? It was pretty
That's
hot.
another great place.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, I don't normally go through at the hottest times. You time it, right?
Yeah, exactly. Early morning, late evening, kind of deal. But for anybody who's coming up in the YouTube ranks, and you know, whether it's an air coupe, I fly the Tri-Pacer, Cubs. I'm a firm believer working in education. It's about setting the seeds for our youth.
Okay, yes.
You know, like your son's growing up around the aviation hobby and the industry.
It's great to expose kids to it for sure. It's
certainly
it's a good alternative to the screen that, you know, they're so often exposed to.
Sure.
So yeah, you got to mix it in with some reality like this. But I don't know, for the YouTube question.
Well, you know.
As I understand, and I'm no expert, but I think it's just be honest, be true, right? Do something real. Don't try and force something that's not.
Sure.
Don't try and be too YouTubey. Maybe just have a passion and try and record it.
Do your thing and not
do your thing. Exactly.
Yeah. So you know, and it's kind of funny. Not got into YouTube until after meeting you and getting into flying. Of course, I fly an old man plane. We try not to talk about that, but no, this has got style and this is cool. So you know, you got a lot of work in the polishing every year. And
Tri-Pacers are very cool as well.
They're starting to get noticed and recognized. So you know, it's kind of one of those deals. And you know, I know your dad helps you sometimes with the airplane. I've heard.
Oh, and the passion came from him. Yeah.
So,
yeah,
and that's how I got started. My dad flew F4s, so. But
very cool.
It's always cool to run into you. Cool to watch your channel and follow along.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
All right.
Thanks, man.
See you around.
How cool is that? This particular air coupe is from Walla Walla. Met him a couple times. So with WAAAM, not only do they have an amazing museum, they ride, fly, and drive. They got about 200 aircraft. We've talked about that. They've got a ton of cars, motorcycles, you name it, they've got it. Now we got the Navion group. I'm not really sure, is it Navion or Navion? I call it Navion, but I am totally intrigued. I could foresee myself having one of these. My favorite one on the field is Dave Desmond's, and that's this one right here. I met Dave last year, and then being involved with the Commemorative Air Force, one of the Tora couples, they own a couple of Navions as well, and they're trying to tell me to definitely look into that. Here we got Helio Courier. Got a friend back in North Carolina or in Florida. He's got 2 or 3 of these. These things are pretty cool. The Day Space Squadron PT-23, 1943 with a Continental 220. We got this plane at our base 2 weeks ago. George flew it over this morning. There's time that I'll be sitting in the seat of this one this year. This is going to be one of my other endeavors. I am a sponsored pilot on it with about 5 other guys. She is beautiful though. Somebody came in with George. You're in the amphibs. We got amphibs that show up. Grumman's. Another L-19. Gotta love the Stearmans for sure. And yet another L-19. This one has smoke on it. I saw him come in this morning. More Stearman. Whole line of them. Got Paul Bragg's Chief. This is off of Richland as well. This thing's just beautiful. Paul's an AMP, works over at one of our FBOs at Richland. Does a fabulous job with his airplane.
Hey Glenn, how you doing?
Hey Paul, how's it going?
Good.
How was the flight over?
That was excellent.
Gorgeous weather, right?
It was like I was on rails.
Nice, nice. Still on the Aranca row. I'm kind of jumping out of order. I had to go back and swap out the and then that's the line of Wacos. The third one down there I actually flew in many years ago with a friend of mine. Here's Herb's Porterfield. It's a club plane. It's 1941. I've flown this plane. Very cool airplane. And there's Mr. Brayton himself right there. Another Pacer. Now we're getting into some of the early stuff, some cool T-crafts. T-crafts are a little bit faster than the Cubs, actually quite a bit faster. Looks like we got another Stinson coming up, and hi Chuck.
18 minutes to 80%.
That's Charles. He's from Richland too. So's his owner. His owner is kind of a troublemaker.
No,
Chris isn't, but the other guy petting the dog is. So we'll not talk about that. Nice Stinson, J3. And this is awesome. Young man's getting get into an L4. You don't see very many of these. Super cool paint scheme. I love seeing when people let little kids sit in there, get exposed to it. He's having a heyday in there. Nice Fairchild. There's one down where I'm at for sale. Gotta love Stearmans. It's a unique airplane. Don't see very many of those. I've never seen one actually. It's called a Dart. Like the yak in the back. It's a 4-place. It's got cool lines on it, definitely unique. Gorgeous 195. Best color scheme on them as well. A couple Stardusters. They're out of Scappoose, I believe. Another Helio.
How was the flight down yesterday?
This thing's a beast. Another top favorite of mine. We have a Super Swift at Richland that is just absolutely amazing.
A little heavy on the board. The bartender likes it. Another glow. Well, they have.
Got to get all the Swifts into the video.
They're outside of town on this beautiful hill. What's your name again?
Dave Hedberg.
Dave, nice to meet you.
You visited them? How do you like the fellas?
I love it. Unfortunately,
Yeah, that's what you're worried about different things. Wind's good.
Kevin Kreider's. He's brought that Waco down to Tri-Cities a couple times. By looking for an amphib, this is for sale.
okay. Well, my Uncle Russ, and you probably remember that in the bird book, but my Uncle Russ.
Pemberton's goose.
Okay. Get closer. Pretend like you like each other.
This is amazing.
Hey, closer. Stand up.
This bulldog is absolutely
Like-
amazing.
A nice photo of yourself.
That is by far probably my pick of the show right here. Beautiful airplane. Almost as pretty as a Boeing 40. So that was all of the vintage aircraft that's in the Fly-In. The next piece that I'm going to show you is the newer aircraft. They could be experimental, they may be certified, but they're parking over on the camping side. They're all part of the Fly-In, but they're not on the vintage rows. So there are some over here that do qualify to go over into vintage, but for whatever reason they're parked on this side. So we'll go ahead and walk up and down the lines and see what kind of aircraft we can find. A nice little PA-20 for sale. Another PA-22. Nice Bonanza.
Okay, this is.
Howdy.
How's it going?
Good.
Ooh, the Lady Hawk is here. Gonna have to find Nixter. Didn't know he was here.
Well, but you can see where they start to go.
Very
yarn
cool.
start to flutter and stuff, and then they'll put these on, the yarn stay down longer. It's just showing how they just attach.
Did you build this yourself? You did all the raglets and all that too?
Like the paint job on this RV.
It's not like the rest. It's origins.
Hopefully you guys can see that in the video.
You just lace it and then put the reinforcement.
You're a Seahawks fan, this is the plane for you. This is Nick's plane. I've sat in the rear seat once. Great guy, fantastic airplane. The other tri-pacer. Gotta walk over and give some love for it. I don't know if this is a Casset or a midget. Mustang, midget Mustang. It's a go fast airplane. How you guys doing?
Good, are you?
Good. How you like that mall?
Oh, it's incredible.
Is it?
Got all the message.
This is nicely done. Very cool painted Buscom. Yes, sir. Getting a little hard to walk all the lines. There's too many of them this year. Not sure if y'all can see all the airplanes that are out on the ramp. Got another tri-pacer over here. We got quite a few on this side of the field. Must be a 56 or no, it's got the bigger panel than mine. Nice paint job on this RV14. I saw this last night. I kind of cheated a little bit. I didn't walk all the lines. There's just too many airplanes, and when you a little bit banged up and gimped up, it's kind of hard to walk. But I'm looking out on the line, see a bunch of RVs, see some vintage aircraft out there, some Kit Foxes. Definitely the 185 group is here. 205, got a couple 170s, 172 straight tail 182s. I mean, everything is here at WAAAM. Western Antique Air and Auto Museum, Hood River, Oregon. If you've never been, to me, it is the best place to come. The views are spectacular. Give you guys one more shot of the parking for the vintage. There's over 3 acres of museum. They've got cars, motorcycles, a lot of airplanes, of course. You get a great view of Mount Hood in the morning, in the evening, or any time of the day. But it is just beautiful. Here's the general aviation parking. These guys are in for the day. They'll probably leave before sundown, so it'll get pretty busy. This is a must-see event if you've never been. It's always the second weekend in September. And WAAAM does an event every month on the second Saturday of each month. So check out their schedule if you've never been here. Come and visit them. They're open every day except for Thanksgiving and Christmas, I believe. Thanks for following along. We'll chat at you guys later. Peace.